I always liked Aaron a little bit more than Favre. He can drive me nuts, a little projecting here and passive-aggressive stuff. I don't think that's great leadership, blah, blah, blah. But when Aaron was in his prime in Green Bay with a great organization, it was impressive, obviously. I'm so blown away what he's doing in Pittsburgh. This has been a dysfunctional offense for 7 years. Last year, Pittsburgh was 29th in the red zone offensively. Now they're top 10. Yeah, T.J. Watt in the defense knocked around Daniel Jones. They've done that 30 times in 5 years. But, I mean, Aaron Rodgers and Sam Darnold are not the same player now they've left the Jets. When I watched Aaron at the Jets, I thought he was old. I had said on the air, I'm like, go to Minnesota or retire. Dude, you look old. Aaron looks nimble. It's like, I don't know if it's ayahuasca or whatever. I don't know what it is. Aaron is moving great. His body language is good. He's top 10 in touchdowns, completion percentage, passer rating. You can say, oh, it was our defense. Give me a break. In the 2 big Steeler wins, the Colts and New England, they got 11 takeaways. That's nonsense. That's not going to happen in big games. This Steeler team is all about Aaron. It's all. Don't kid yourself. Don't talk about the defense. Your defense does this. It's still not a very good defense. The Steelers' offensive line and pass protection right now is mid. They average 1.7 yards a rush. I could fall down and average that. You could too. So the O-line's not very good, especially in pass protection. The run game's not very good. And despite what you saw yesterday, the defense isn't very good. This team is going to go as far as Aaron Rodgers can take them. And right now, do you know he's on track to complete 68% of his throws and have 36 touchdowns? That is better than that amazing Brett Favre year with the Vikings. It's better than that. So I think the credit does not go to the defense or Mike Tomlin or the run game, or it goes completely to Aaron Rodgers. This was a dysfunctional, tone-deaf relic, a dinosaur of an offense. They're good in the red zone. I mean, they are high completion percentage, move the chains. I mean, yesterday, T.J. Watt doing what T.J. Watt does, but none of it matters if Aaron's not completing 25 or 35 and moving the chains. Here was Aaron after a surprising to many win.
This was a really important win for us, though, to not lose 3 in a row, to not go to 1-3 at home. And to kind of get that big elephant that was starting to try and jump on the backs of the defense, which is made up of media and, outside conversation about them. So we're all human, and I think those guys, you felt, pretty upset, had a little red ass about what's been going on. So I'm proud of them, the way they came back and responded.
Yeah, surprising to many, not surprising to me. Why? Because I lived in Pittsburgh, because I lived in Oakland, because I know the Steelers. I know firsthand what this team is about. I've seen the fans rise to the occasion. As I always point out, you guys bought, you guys show up, subscribe, watch the full length of the videos, and it's amazing, and it's amazing. It helps me grow. You guys have just been absolutely awesome this entire season, and I was so happy to see this win, and I'm mega high on the Indianapolis Colts. I am not the type of person that's like, oh, the Colts, they're fool's gold. They're not that good. Daniel Jones not that good. No, I think they're a great team. I think Daniel Jones has been playing awesome. I think Shane Steichen is a brilliant play caller. I think it's been awesome across the board, offense and defense for the Colts, and the Steelers were better. This is why I defended the Steelers when they lost to the Bengals, when they lost to the Packers. You got to really zoom in. And again, those were bad losses too. Multiple things can be true in many cases. Sometimes you can't have it both ways. Sometimes multiple things can be true. You have to figure out when, and you look at that Packers game and you're like, listen, yeah, that game wasn't perfect, and you're disappointed in the defense and whatnot, but like there was really only a couple big plays that happened that really fundamentally shifted that game. Outside of that, you're right there. You were in control of the game, and they, etc., etc. And this is this season. This is the definition of any given Sunday. I've said this now 5-10 times. It's crazy. Anyone could beat anyone. Make no mistake about it, though. It's not all about Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is massive to this team. Massive to this team. This team is 50-50. This team is 5-0-5-0. You need Aaron and you need defense. None can really overcome the other in this instance. So you're saying, oh, what's good all the takeaways if Aaron can't get it done? That's true. And you still need elite high-level quarterback play from Aaron. And if you have some other quarterback like Geno Smith out there turning the ball over nonstop or making bad decisions, then yeah, you're not going to win. But also, you need the turnovers. You need great defense. You need to swallow up the Indianapolis Colts. If Daniel Jones is cooking and hanging 35 plus points, then this game changes a little bit. So you need both. And you can't say, oh, you're not going to get those turnovers. Yes, I agree. With a high degree of reliability and consistency, you can't rely on your defense getting 6 takeaways. I totally agree with that. But it doesn't mean that you can't get actually turnovers in important games. Do you know who they said that about? Do you know what team they said that about? Another Pennsylvania team. Another team that I said was going to be great and proved to be great, the Philadelphia Eagles. They said, the Philadelphia Eagles defense is only good because they have all these turnovers. And then they forced 1 million turnovers against the Packers. Then they forced 1 million turnovers against the Rams. And then they forced 1 million turnovers against the Commanders. But the Chiefs, they won those other 3 games by forcing all those turnovers. They're not going to do that against the Chiefs. The Chiefs will turn the ball over. And when the Chiefs win the turnover battle, they win 95% of their games. Oh, they turn the ball over, okay? When defenses force turnovers, it's a skill, especially when you do it at the volume that great defenses do it at. So, don't say that you can't rely on it. Again, it can't be your foundation. It can't be your only way to win, but to just eat it away. Now, if they were blocking field goals and punts and stuff, then I could say, yeah. And again, I do get it at its core. You want to be able to be a great defense without having to force endless turnovers like what we saw the Texans do, for instance. And I think that's totally fair. It really is. But that doesn't mean that you take it to the other extreme and just throw it out. And it doesn't mean that we really take it to the other extreme and just say defense doesn't matter. This is all because of Aaron Rodgers. It's like, and I'm a huge supporter of Aaron Rodgers. Not downplaying Aaron Rodgers. This may surprise a lot of people, but football is a team sport. You can't do it alone. All I hear today now is Patrick Mahomes has no all-line. And it's like, oh, and he doesn't look as good when he's being pressured and hit. No way. It's a team sport, man. It's a team sport. So, you need a little bit of everything. I hope the Steelers make a move. They're there, man. Just go all in. Do something to boost that defense. Get a big time, get someone who can run the ball. I don't know. Add some depth. And why is this team not as much of a contender as any other team right now? You'd have to tell me why. Because they would be. They are. Anyone could beat anyone this season. Anyone could beat anyone. And you're really fortunate in that type of season right now where you have incredibly experienced coaching staff on both sides of the ball. And you do now have incredibly experienced quarterback, which is more important at the end of the day when it's anyone could beat anyone. You need someone who understands. You need someone who understands what needs to be done. And so that is a huge benefit that in a year that anyone can beat anyone. It's like, well, give me Aaron Rodgers over, give me, some young and up and coming in quarterback, because it's just like things are going to get weird, things are going to get crazy. And you minimize the issue that, say, a Jordan Love throwing across his body for the interception against the 49ers, right? You minimize those types of moments in a game where it's like, man, who's who? What do you got? So the Steelers are right there. The Steelers are right there. And it's great to see. It's great to see. This was a huge win. Incredibly important. Cannot be overstated just how big time of a win this was. And it was a team win. It was a team win, and it was a great win. Both sides of the ball. Shout out to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Steelers? Aaron Rodgers. Offense? Defense? Who do you think deserves all the credit? It doesn't even matter who deserves all the credit. How do you feel about this team now? Now that they took down the Indianapolis Colts, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And as I said, please do consider subscribing. I am trying to build an absolute firmly rooted sports talk community here, man. I'm trying to build something special. I'm trying to set this up so I can keep making the best possible Pittsburgh Steelers content out there, so we can keep having open, honest, grounded conversations where all of our opinions are heard, where all of our views are shared. So please do consider subscribing so we can continue to build this awesome community. And Steelers fans, as I said at the top, are always showing up, and it's awesome to see, and I can't thank you enough. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next.